Time Walk with me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Time Walk with me. I am the Time Walker and we're doing something a little different today. Like I said I would do in the community tab, we're going to open up this Fallout Commander deck. I'm not doing all of them, I just bought this one. This is the only one I plan to buy. Unless I get in some Patreon money. I don't actually have a Patreon set up, but if you think I should do it, if you think I'd get any donations, you know, let me know and maybe I'll do it. So let's open this up. This is the science deck. I really like the idea of using energy because I wasn't playing at the time energy came out, and everyone says, oh, it was so busted, and it sounds kind of cool to me, so I wanted to experience that. So we open up from the bottom here, as you do. There's a box, disassembled box. Let's assemble it. There we go. Assembled. Neat. It's got what's her face, Dr. Madison Lee. I don't remember what Fallout she's in. I do play Fallout. I've gotten way into Fallout 4. Lots of fun, and I've beaten Fallout 3 also. Let's see. Oh, there's my pack. Maybe I'll wait till the end to open the pack, just so you watch the whole thing, you naughty viewer, you. Okay, let's open up this deck. I have no idea what's in here. I have kept myself spoiler-free, except I know Dr. Madison Lee, because that one's right on the box. Alright, Dr. Madison Lee, she's 2/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get an energy. And you can tap to pay 1 energy to give a creature +1/+0 and gain trample and haste until end of turn. Tap and pay 3 energy to draw a card. Tap and pay 5 energy to return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Nice. And then we've got Liberty Prime. Whoops. You just saw a spoiler. Liberty Prime Recharged. It's an 8/8 Vigilance Trample Haste for 2 Veni and a red, white, blue. And this one just costs a red, white, blue. It's a Vigilance Trample Haste. That's pretty good. Whenever it attacks or blocks, sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy. Oh, interesting. And 2 Veni tap, sacrifice an artifact, you gain 2 energy and draw a card. So he fuels himself by sacrificing artifacts. Pretty cool. Then we got Paladin Dance, Steel Maverick. Yeah, I've decided I'm just going to read every Fallout specific card that we run across, you know. If that makes for a boring video, then sorry, this is going to be a boring video. But anyway, Paladin Dance, Steel Maverick, 3/3, Vigilance, Lifelink, exile Paladin Dance, Steel Maverick. Each creature you control that's an artifact or human gains indestructible until end of turn. Oh, that's cool. Nerd Rage. Oh, it's about time they made this card. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. That's good. So 3 mana, 2 cards. Alright. Enchanted creature you have no maximum hand size. Oh, nice. And whenever this creature attacks, if you have 10 or more cards in hand, it gets +10/+10 until end of turn. Wow. So the more you know. Robo Brain Warmind. It's a blank 5, star 5. Its power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. Another the more you know card. When Robo Brain Warmind enters the battlefield, you get an amount of energy equal to the number of artifact creatures you control. Oh. And that's an ETB, so blink this guy. Whenever Robo Brain Warmind attacks, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, draw a card. Bottle Cap Blast, probably from a Bottle Cap Mine. That's the Improvise. It's an instant, so your artifacts, each artifact you tap pays for 1. Okay. And it deals 5 damage to any target. If excess damage was dealt to a permanent this way, create that many tapped treasure tokens. Neat. So those treasure tokens are bottle caps, we can assume. Elder Owen Lyons. Let me see if I can figure out a way to zoom in. Alright, I hope this isn't too zoomed in, or I hope this isn't too pixelated now. I just figured out how to zoom in. So here we go. Elder Owen Lyons. Artifacts you control have Ward 1. When Elder Owen is a 3/3 human knight legendary. Okay. When he enters the battlefield or dies, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Not too great, but he's an uncommon, so whatever. Behemoth of Vault 0. Oh, I didn't know there was a Vault 0. 6/6 trample for 6. When he enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy. And when he dies, you can pay any amount of energy, or pay an amount of energy equal to target non-land permanent's mana value. When you do, destroy that permanent. So he can zap something. Camp, or CAMP. Whenever fortified land, oh, I guess that's a thing, is tapped for mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature shares a color with the mana that land produced, create a junk token. Okay, and a junk token is an artifact with tap, sacrifice, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. Oh, that's cool. It's a very red thing to do. Endurance Bobblehead. Tap for a mana of any color. 3 of any tap up to X target creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control as you activate this ability. Oh, so bobbleheads are good. You want more bobbleheads. Expert level safe. As it enters the battlefield, or when it enters the battlefield, not as it enters the battlefield. Those are very different things. Exile the top 2 cards of your library face down. You and target opponent each secretly choose 1, 2, or 3. Then then those choices are revealed. If they match, sacrifice expert level safe and put all cards exiled with it into their owner's hands. Otherwise, exile the top card of your library face down. Intelligence Bobblehead. Tap for a mana of any color. 5 of any tap, draw X cards, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. Nice. So far we've got 2 bobbleheads. 5 mana for 2 cards. Not that great. Nuka-Cola Vending Machine. I have seen this card spoiled before. Cool that it's in this deck. Might be in all the decks, actually. 1 of any tap, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food, create a tapped treasure token. Well, that's neat. Crush Contraband. I think that's an old card. Dispatch. Oh, and then we got a spoiler of a really good card back there. Okay, that's good. Swords to Plowshares. Alright. Good card. Glimmer of Genius. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You get 2 energy counters. Nice. Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. Okay. That's cool. Whirler Rogue. When he enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 Thopters with flying. Tap 2 untapped artifacts. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Nice. Loyal Apprentice. 2/1 haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn. I'm starting to sound like I'm from up north. They talk real fast in Michigan. Let's see. If you control a commander, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter with flying. That token gains haste until end of turn. Nice. So every turn you get a Thopter. Unexpected Windfall. I know this card. Discard a card and draw 2 cards and create 2 treasures. Arcane Signet, of course. Gotta have one of those. Everflowing Chalice. Oh, that's a good one. Multi-kicker. Gives you lots of colorless mana. Lightning Greaves. Alright, yes. Can't have too many Lightning Greaves. Mind Stone, that's a good one. Soul Ring. Gotta do that one. That's just fun. Talisman of Conviction. Hurts you when it gives you white or red. Still a good card though. Talisman of Creativity. Good. Is there? Yep, there's the other talisman of red, white, and blue. Talisman of Progress. Thought Vessel. Yes. Very good one. Automated Assembly Line. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you get an energy. Okay, and then pay 3 energy, you get a tapped 3/3 robot. Brotherhood Scribe. Tap, you get an energy. Activate only if you control 3 or more artifacts. Good. Whenever you get 1 or more energy during your turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Neat. Over Encumbered. Enchant Opponent. Oh, interesting. When Over Encumbered enters a battlefield, enchanted opponent creates a clue token, a food token, and a junk token. Oh. At the beginning of combat on enchanted opponent's turn, that player may pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, creatures can't attack this combat. Oh. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know. The Pridwin. Steel Flagship. 6/6 flying. It's a vehicle. Crew 2. Cost 6. Whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white human knight creature token. With this creature gets +2/+2 as long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Huh. Cool. So it dispatches knights. Sentry Bot. 2/5 flash. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature attacking you. When Sentry Bot enters the battlefield, you get an energy for each creature attacking you. Okay, so you do want to cast this during combat. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you can pay 3 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Cool, I guess. Vault 13, Dweller's Journey. For each player, exile up to 1 other target enchantment or creature that player controls until Vault 13 leaves the battlefield. So you're kind of sticking it in the vault, I suppose. You gain 2 life and scry 2. And return 2 cards exiled with Vault 13 to the battlefield under their owner's control, and put the rest on the bottom of their owner's libraries. That's cool. Curie, Emergent Intelligence. That's cool. That's a good one. Well, it's a cool character. I don't know if it's a good card yet. 1/3 for 2 mana, legendary artifact creature. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its base power. Okay, so you want to pump her up. Exile another non-token artifact creature you control. Curie becomes a copy of the exiled creature, except it has whenever this creature deals combat damage. Okay, so you turn this into a really big creature, and it will draw you lots of cards. That's good. James, Wandering Dad. Oh, that's fun. That's from Fallout 3, I believe. Investigate X times. That's cool. And tap, add to colorless. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Neato. Nick Valentine. Yeah, he's a great character. I think I saw him spoiled. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures. And whenever he or another artifact creature you control dies, you may investigate. Synth Infiltrator. 0/0 improvise. You can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's a synth artifact creature in addition to its other types. Oh, that's cool. That's from Fallout 4. Assaultron Dominator. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you can pay an energy. Then you can either put a +1/+1 counter. Wait. Yeah, you can put either a +1/+1 first strike or trample counter on that creature. Fun. The Motherlode Excavator. When the Motherlode Excavator enters the battlefield, choose target opponent. You get an amount of energy equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Okay, so this is good for late in the game, I suppose. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 4 energy. When you do, destroy target non-basic land defending player controls, and creatures that player controls without flying can't block this turn. Plasma Caster. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever an equipped creature attacks, you get 2 energy tokens, counters, whatever. Pay 2 energy. Choose target creature that's blocking equipped creature. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, exile the creature, otherwise it deals 1 damage to it. Okay, so you can either totally kill it or just slightly hurt it. Synth Eradicator. 3/3 haste for 3. When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may get 2 energy counters. If you don't, you can play that. Okay, so you can either get energy or you can play the card this turn. And that's a must. You have to exile the top card of your library. And tap, pay 3 energy, deals 3 damage to any target. That's cool, a little lightning bolt in a creature. Arcade Ganon. Tap, draw a card, then discard a card, put a quest counter on Arcade Ganon. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an artifact or human spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on Arcade Ganon. Okay, so every turn, the more quest counters you have on him, the bigger of an artifact you can return to your hand from the graveyard. Very cool. Electro Siphon. Instant, counter target spell, you get energy equal to its mana value. Nice. Red Death Shipwrecker. Tap, goad target creature an opponent controls, that player draws a card, you add red. Interesting. Rex Cyberhound. 2/2. When he deals combat damage to a player, they mill 2 cards and you get 2 energy. Well, that's fun. Pay 2 energy. Choose target creature card in a graveyard, exile it with a brain counter on it, and he has all activated abilities of all cards in exile with brain counters on them. Oh, that's cool. Sentinel Sarah Lyons. Well, not Sentinel Sarah Lyons, but Sentinel Sarah Lyons. That's her name. 4/4 haste for 5. As long as an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn, creatures you control get +2/+2. That's fun, including her. And whenever she and at least 2 other creatures attack, she deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control target player. Ooh. Kaboom. Sean, father of the synth. So we got both dads in this one. No, he's not a dad, he's the son, but whatever. We got both of the people from Fallout 3 and 4 that the character has set out to find. So, Human Scientist, legendary. Whenever you attack, you may create a tapped and attacking token. That's a copy of target attacking legendary creature you control other than Sean, except it's not legendary and it's a synth in addition to its other types. Whenever he leaves the battlefield, exile all synth tokens you control. Well, that's cool. Okay, so whenever you attack. So, you don't have to attack with Sean necessarily. He's not really a fighter, although he's a 3/4. He's pretty beefy. I'm not sure how he got so strong, but whatever. And yeah, you get a token copy of a legendary creature. Sadistic Simulation, Vault 112. So, chapters 1 and 2. Tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. You get 2 energy. Pay any amount of energy. If you paid 1 or more energy this way, shuffle your library, then you may exile that many cards from the top. You may play 1 of those cards without paying its mana cost. Interesting. So, you do end up losing all but 1 of those. So, maybe you'd only want to pay 1 energy, or maybe you'd want to pay more to have a better selection. Interesting. Brotherhood Vertibird. Star 4, power equal to the number of artifacts you control. Okay, pretty simple. T45 Power Armor. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and doesn't untap during your untap phase. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can pay 1 energy. If you do, untap equipped creature, then put your choice of menace, trample, or lifelink counter on it. Oh, that's cool. So every turn, if you spend energy to untap it, it gets a new ability. For 3 turns anyway. Ferris Lake. Yep. Helios 1. Well, that's cool. Taps for a colorless, or you can pay 1 of any, tap it, get an energy. 3 of any, tap, pay X energy. Sacrifice Helios 1. Destroy target non-land permanent with mana value X. Okay. Austere Command. Oh, there's a good board wipe. Not the best board wipe, but a good board wipe. Open the vaults. Return all artifacts and enchantment cards from all graveyards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Oh, that could be bad for you if you're playing with someone with a lot of artifacts. Mechanized Production. Enchant artifact you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of enchanted artifact. Then if you control 8 or more artifacts with the same name as one another, you win the game. Nice. That's cool. So that puts a timer on the game. One with the machine. Oh yeah, that's an old card. I have that one. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among artifacts you control. Wake the past. Return all artifacts from your graveyard to the battlefield. From your graveyard. That's good. They gain haste until end of turn. Nice. A little expensive, but good card. Mystic Forge. You may look at the top card of your library any time. You can cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of your library. Tap, pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. I say a lot, don't I? I don't know. As I'm reading these, it's a little hard to totally understand what the cards do because my brain's on many tracks. But I'll look through these some more to better understand these cards. Panharmonicon. Oh, that's a good one. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. That's a good card. That's a very well-known card. Glad to have that one. Solemn Simulacrum. I have so many of these, but it's such a good card, you want to have many of these. Steel Overseer. Oh, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each. I think I have one of these, but now I have a cool one. Clifftop Retreats. Oh yeah, that's just Exotic Orchard. Yeah. Glacial Fortress. Yep. Irrigated Farmland. Yep. I don't remember. I don't think I've seen too much ramp in this deck. Oh, we're out of focus. I don't think I've seen too much ramp in this deck, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't dug down to it. Skycloud Expanse. Spire of Industry. Sulphur Falls. Temple of Enlightenment. Temple of Epiphany. Gotta have those, the Scry lands. Ooh, Treasure Vault. Oh, that's a cool one. That's the one I've been kind of wanting. Create X treasure tokens. Wayfarer's Bauble. Oh, here's the ramp. So Wayfarer's Bauble, good one. Ash Barrens. That's selection, not really ramp. Buried Ruin. Makes sense. Command Tower. Gotta have a Command Tower. Evolving Wilds, yep. Myriad Landscape, yep. Mystic Monastery, yep. Path of Ancestry, yep. I'm saying yep because they're like, okay, of course these are cards you would want in this deck that they would put in. Oh, Artifact Lands. Oh, am I going to have all the Artifact Lands? Or all the, 2-color Artifact Lands for this deck? Yes, I do. Good. Terramorphic Expanse. And then we've got the basics, but they're cool basics. They're like full art. If you can see these, if the camera will keep focus on them. Island, mountain, plains. And then we've got the thick Madison Lee, Dr. Madison Lee. Can't forget that part. Energy Reserve, so I guess that's an energy token. Treasure. Human Knight. Food. Human Knight. Copy. Thopter. Treasure. Thopter, Junk, Copy, Clue, Treasure Clue, Treasure, Human Knight, Food, Robot, Treasure, and Garbage. Alright, there we go. That's pretty cool, I guess. I suppose. Haven't tested it. And now, man, focus. I hope this isn't bothering you guys too much. I'm using a webcam that's kind of... Well, it's a really nice webcam, actually. Here's the Collector's Sample Pack. Give me something good. What do we got? We got... Oh, wow. It's a Black Lotus. If only. Strong, the Brutish Thespian. Oh, nice. Doesn't go in this deck, but he's from Fallout 4. 7/7 for 6 mana, Ward 2. Whenever Strong, not Scourge, whenever Strong is dealt damage, you get 3 rad counters, then put 3 +1/+1 counters on Strong. You gain life rather than lose life from radiation. Well, that might be good. I don't know. And it's Fancy Foil Scattered Groves. It's a Forest Plains, enters the battlefield tapped, and has Cycling 2. So that's fun. So there we go. That's the Dr. Madison Lee Fallout Commander pre-constructed deck. Very cool. Hope that was fun. Hope it wasn't boring. I'll see you next time.